Boston College has struggled to knock down shots. It's been a consistent theme for this team, but Jeff Wall is telling us he knows not to take this team or their record so far lightly. Boston College is 1-5.
Watch the way Louisville will share the basketball. They'll move to one side or the other of the ball. They'll get an open, uncontested shot. That's the way they play.
Boston College with some work to do, trailing the nation's #2 team on the road. Boston College's starting five as Dickens tries to go to the basket and lost it. Cameron Swartz, Soule, Gerard, Ford, and Dickens. Passing in the paint is good for the Cardinals, and Cochran finishes it off.
Number 5 rated recruiting class for Louisville is a handful inside. BC will have a challenge trying to contend her.
Van Lith to Cochran, one move up and in, back-to-back buckets.
Knocking on the door again this year with this team. This team checks all the boxes for a Final Four contender.
And the freshmen and newcomers, Debbie, a big part of that, making their way into the starting lineup.
Watch the way Louisville goes with an ISO. And this is one of the dangerous things about Louisville. When they defensive rebound, they don't need to make the outlet unless Cochran gets it. And then they quickly get into their offense. And see, here's the thing. This is where Dana Evans is so good. Player of the Year campaign. This year she's only made 22, but it's not because she's not capable. Now there's a nice piece of execution by Boston College to get a wide open shot. Team that's trying to build a program, and it was on the cusp of going to the NCAA last year if we had had the tournament.
Yeah, certainly a tough hand that was dealt.
Their 10th meeting. Coming off the timeout. That's Dickens from 3. Haley Van Lith up the right side in the corner. Balgoon's already hit one from there. That's her second triple. Haley Van Lith, the freshman, crosses over, gets to the paint. Dana Evans, bottom, back-to-back triples.
I think you don't talk about Louisville without hearing Final Four potential with this team, right? And are we seeing a little bit here early of just the balance and the strength of what this team can do? Shot up and good by Smith.
Jeff Walls is too deep and can score from all 5 positions. It's really hard to guard.
Smith gets her own rebound into Dixon inside for 2 more.
Looks like Cochran. Oh, excuse me, that's Dixon.
Nice handoff there from Van Lith.
Maintained their confidence, which is a credit to Coach McNamee to be able to keep them playing and trying to execute and staying in games.
Whew, how smooth and fast is Dana Evans when she gets out on the break.
In college, Taylor Soule's going to the free throw line. Look at the separation speed. It's what I like to say about players when they mature and they get to their senior year. Dana's not trying to prove anything. What more does she need to prove? She just needs to keep getting better.
Couldn't get the extra points on this end. Boston College still working for it. Van Timmeren will get it done.
You should, and most coaches are working on these inside their system in October.
8 on the shot clock. Years there, was a member of the Pac-12 all-freshman team. Her first year, sat out last season after transferring. Van Timmeren off the glass and in. Must have been just screaming at him to get down the field and get to the goal. Swartz will pull up for the 3 and hit it. Batts was allowed to make her way into the paint, made the Cardinals pay for it. Shot up and good from Van Timmeren, who is having herself a game, a dozen now for Van Timmeren to lead Boston College. It'll be Balgoon to take it, make it, and get a chance for one more.
McNamee said that the other day her team got together, they had an internal team meeting, and the guards initiated it, and one of the words that came out of it, as you see Kiana Smith knock down a triple, is accountability.
Gerard moving down the floor quickly, gets it over to Dickens, who knocks down a three. Definitely on the scouting report, has now hit a couple from beyond the arc in this game so far. Bats running the floor for Boston College, gets the two on the run.
You can go 12 points, you can go 4 threes, and you're right back in it if you can get 3 stops in a row.
But don't leave Haley Van Lith open. Gerard, good look to Ford.
The trainer for Louisville.
Some concern there for the ACC Freshman of the Week. Nice backdoor cut from Swartz. Pelagoon out to Evans, 3 on the shot clock, has to take it. Cochran the rebound and the putback. Gerard picked up the dribble, found Dickens, so quick. Tend to play a good third quarter. They're 5 of 5 so far. Make it 6 of 6 as Dickens drains another.
Tweaks a few things to get their focus back.
Evans trying to silence this little uprising from the visitors.
As a COVID and just be a little bit more understanding, and then she's like, her team knows that's not her. So she's got to stay after them and give them the what for once in a while.
The ball taken away by Gerard and came up holding her hand after that. So we'll see if we can get an update on what's going on with her as Boston College works it. Scorer on the season for Boston College, just 2 points in the first half for Seoul. Dana Evans taking it away for an easy 2 on the other end. Kiana Smith. Balagoon leading scorer in the first half for the Cardinals. Cochran, offensive rebound pays off. Yeah, and certainly some frustration as you can tell what a competitor she is. And speaking of competitors, Taylor Seoul just now scored her first field goal of this game. Narika Kono didn't want it, but turned it over. Seoul was ready for it. When Seoul takes it in and makes it. Game coming up on Sunday should have been NC State and Louisville, but credit to the ACC for figuring things out, getting the game, bringing Florida State back into action. The town to take on the Cards, 3 o'clock Eastern on ESPN 2.
Dana Evans, untrappable, unflappable. I've only said that about a few players in the history of the ACC, but she's definitely one of them. First time BC pressed, they got the turnover because Dana passed it. The second time, they get the bucket because Dana didn't pass it.
Close to doing so, but that one around and out for Swartz. Evans all the way. She called it and one. Think about the end of the Virginia Tech game last Thursday, which was a close game. The Hokies really fought back well in that one, and Evans just absolutely took this team on her shoulders at the end. She set up her teammates. Ben Timorin out to Swartz for 3. It's good.
Well, she didn't let her turn the corner and go straight line drive down the lane line.
Smith got to the other side. Smith played for the Milwaukee Bucks. A lot of hooping in that family going on. Van Lith nails it. Sweet pink. Which ones are they? They're like a special K-Yow breast cancer shoe, right?
Oh,
which ones are those?
Listen, I've got KD's, I've got LeBron's, I've got Elena Deladon's.
Gerard just picking up her 4th, by the way, for Boston College, as we do talk a little bit of basketball, and Evans continues her onslaught in the second half.
Whoa, look at Cochran bringing the ball up the floor. I love it.
7 boards for Cochran. Swartz. Short jumper's good.
Yeah. She's a great teammate.
getting her chance to play this Boston College program for the second year.
Watch her. Her first 3 steps up the floor are bang, bang, bang. Like she gets into transition and runs as a big.
It's been a little bit of a lull for Louisville. Boston College has been able to eat into the lead somewhat, get Seoul some points, and get going. Balagoon. That one's good. Louisville has never lost to Boston College since they've been members of the ACC. Only once overall, that coming back in 1985. Exercised in patience at some point or another over this past year, that's for sure. That shot is up and good for JoJo Lacey.
Their average, this is a team that leads the league in scoring and in scoring D. I think Jeff Walls will have some good film to break down tomorrow. So will Coach McNamee from BC.
Louisville victorious. They improved to 11-0 overall.